Hello, my name is Rekutsko, and welcome back to the Duenkhy. Yes, welcome back, where we just fondled some weird Cassius dude's head with our own bare hands. And he fondled ours. He fondled it so good. But anyways, hopefully it wasn't too intimate in the last video, because while I was editing it, I was getting these super weird vibes. I was like, maybe I should have toned it down a little bit with the closeness to the mic, if you know what I'm saying. But anyways, besides that whole fact, let's go ahead and just jump right into it. I don't want to spend too much time focusing on what we finished in the last one, because if you saw it, cool. And if you're watching this one without watching the last one, what are you doing with your life? You're missing the plot. Go back quickly. I've had that since I was 10. What happened, if you don't mind me asking? Some bullies at my school thought it'd be funny to use my hair as reins against my will, and one of them pulled so hard that the rest of the sentence dies on my lips, but he seems to predict my story's ending. And it never grew back? All I can bring myself to do is shrug and nod. It happened so long ago that I can't really feel anger or even shame over it anymore. It's just another stupid thing on the list of stupid things that happened to me as a kid. God, that's so terrible. I wouldn't be surprised if it were my fault, though. I was too scared to get into trouble for it, so I didn't tell any adults and clean the injury. You cleaned the injury yourself, dude? Oh man. See, he's got a lot of baggage. And I don't mean that as a bad thing. I'm just saying that he's got so much emotional stuff that he has to deal with that, it's just a whole mess. It's like a whole slew of emotional crap that Cassius is kind of having to deal with himself now, on top of Cassius's own stuff. Being, well, a 10-year-old, all I did was use soap and water. I think it got infected or something. Don't say that. The sudden force of his normally gentle voice makes me jump. I mean, I said that really gently, though. Don't say what? Infected? No. Don't say that it was your fault. You kept saying that to me, right? Don't fault yourself for other people's actions. I gape at him, feeling slightly sheepish. I wish the music would change to a little bit more dramatic, because I feel like this is more dramatic than this weird music is. Sheepish for contradicting my own advice. That's true, I did say that. Why am I blaming myself for a scar that resulted from the other kid's cruelty? And it wasn't your fault. Forcing myself to make eye contact with Cassius, I give him a slight smile and laugh a little. There's something weird on my microphone. Jesus, I need to clean this freaking thing. It's all dusty. You probably can't see that, but it's all dusty. Okay, I won't blame myself for it if you stop blaming yourself for being born with only 2 octaves. Deal? He leans back, caught off guard by the proposition. After a moment, he starts to shake with nervous laughter. We both have some bad habits. It's a deal. We shake on it. If our hands linger in each other's grips a tad too long, neither of us says anything about it. Aww, they're falling in love. Ah! It's amazing. I should probably get to work on homework now if I don't want to get in big trouble tomorrow. But I'll see you again after class for your piano lessons, right? You sure will. Good luck with your homework, yeah? I can't really help you with anything because I was remarkably bad at school, but if you need someone to cheer you on, you know where I am. Cheerleader Rekutsko. Okay, I appreciate it. Just so you know, if I had a face like you do, I'd be smiling at you right now. It's too bad I don't have any really good equivalent to a mouth, huh? I touch a hand against the front of his orange plastic face, though I know he can't feel it. I give him 2 firm pats and step back. You don't need one. I can always hear the smile in your music. Oh! Let's scooping my mask up off the floor. I fumble with trying to back it. Okay, so I really hope that eventually, once the game starts getting finished, and I haven't really heard too much from the developer. It's been a crazy time. I know the developer is still going to school and all that stuff, but I hope that with the eventuality there of this game getting finished, that he'll start to kind of like add more and more. They'll start to add more and more towards like being able to see Jun without his face on, the main character, I should say, and you know, a little bit more tied in to the backgrounds and such like that. This would be really, really cool to see more of this stuff like finished, and obviously it's still within the demo mode, and it has been for a little while now, but I can't wait for it to like actually start getting done and see the end results of a lot of this. Then I wave goodbye to Cassius and I duck beneath the slowly opening garage door. I go home with the proud knowledge that, bit by bit, I'm earning my way into Cassius's world. Aww. Chapter 3. We should have ended it at Chapter 3 last time. I don't know why I ended it there. I always seem to do that. That's what happened last time when the Chapter 2 ended. Whatever. That's fine. Either way, we're still getting into it. We're still having a fun time, right? We're having a great time. As the winds on Calvin Street turn chilly, activity seems to pick up in such perfect correlation that I'm working too hard to notice a change in the weather. I wake up in the morning with my bones a little stiff, and that's the last opportunity I have to be cold. Every day becomes a routine that I have to orchestrate carefully, lest I run out of time for anything important. I wake up early, make breakfast for Lady and I, pack her a lunch for work, spend some time with the piano in my room, maybe deal with chores or grocery shopping, then head off to Cassius's place. At first, we started out slow with our band practices. For the most part, it was like our normal piano lessons. Then one evening, he picked up his guitar and asked me to keep playing the chords we've been practicing. I lost my tempo more than a few times, finding it rather difficult to stay focused on my own piece of the song when someone else was accompanying me now. But we adjusted to a slower pace and managed a bar or two of something approaching real music. From there on out, we get serious. Performing the tune begins a wave of realization over me. Even if we are plodding through it slowly, in just a couple of months, we'll be playing this jam in front of a panel of judges. Fear and motivation are difficult to distinguish from each other at times. Sometimes, I can't tell if I'm practicing to do my best or avoid certain death. Cassius keeps me grounded through it all. He takes every day in solemn strides, focusing his energy on practicing with an intensity that I can't help but envy. He laments much that he wishes he could gather the same measure of enthusiasm for homework. I laugh and draft an English paper for him while he finishes writing the last few lines of his song. Oh, that's so cool. I don't even have anything to compare to Cassius's music to. Perhaps that's partly due to a lack of musical experience on my part, but I'd also like to think that some of it is simply innovation on his part. He harmonizes the piano part with the guitar as if they were vocals. That's a lot of parts in there. That's a lot of parts. As if the instruments were people, which makes sense coming from him. The melody never follows the course you would expect it to take. With each finished part he reveals to me, I find myself pleasantly surprised time and time again. The song's a joy to follow to the very end. His first song turns out great, and he gets a P on the paper that I wrote for him, so we bump fists and decide to celebrate on a rainy Friday night. Oh, we're back in the bar. Oh, we're going to a bar. We're in a bar. This is crazy. We're in a bar. This is awesome. Are we on a date? Oh my god, we're on a date. Oh my god, I didn't even think of anything to wear. I'm wearing a My Chemical Romance shirt. Shit! Just fucking with it. Are you sure you don't want to hang out somewhere else? We don't have to go here just because the lady suggested it. I don't want you to get bored. It's fine. After all, she offered free food and drinks, right? I don't want to go somewhere you'd have to pay. But I won't be, I don't know, boring for you to sit there and watch me? It seems rude of me to eat in front of you. We'll ask her to seat us near an outlet, and I'll plug in while you eat. I could do some with some electricity anyway. We could talk lyrics too. I won't be bored at all. I didn't even know he had to charge, but that totally makes sense. I figured that his body would be able to internally charge something, which I guess wouldn't really make sense because organic matter is completely different from freaking other matter. I'm not science. Science is not me. The science I do not know. Dumb. Well, if you say so. Actually, what I got I got some Starburst. Not sponsored! Thank you very much. There you two are. I was wondering when you'd show up. It gets crazy here on Friday nights, you know, so I reserved a berth for you both in advance and everything. I'm so thoughtful and nice. Lady's proud enough of herself to go around for us and all, but Cassius and I thank her nonetheless. She sees us to a booth in the back, but sure enough, the place is so crowded that we have to push ourselves between people to catch it. For Lady and I, it's not so bad, but not only does Cassius, I can't fucking speak today, dude. For Lady and I, it's not so bad, but not only does Cassius's anatomy make crowd weaving a more complicated sport, but he's also visibly tensing himself against each unwanted brush and bump. I've kind of gathered from past outings and intuition that Cassius isn't a big fan of unwarranted touching. Warranted? What the fuck? If he initiates it or embraces it, oh my god, dude. If he initiates it or embraces it himself, he seems to tolerate it okay, but anything else makes him tense up like a body entering rigor mortis. Rigor mortis! Sounds like a really harsh sexual disease. Oh, rigor mortis! I'm sorry. Despite this knowledge, I grab his forearm on reflex, hoping to aid his journey through the crowd. His skin almost seems to jump beneath my grab, but he relaxes into it and follows my lead accordingly. Here we are. This spot okay with you two? Even if it weren't, there's no way I'd subject Cassius to more people pushing, so I answer with a nod. I don't know, it looks pretty empty in here to me, but I'm just I'm stupid. Yeah, this spot's great. Is there an outlet somewhere by any chance? On the wall, just beneath the table. Don't underestimate me, I got you covered from all angles. You know what kind of angle I wouldn't like you in? The one that we're in right now. Thank you, Miss Lady. Oh god, just Lady is fine, sweetheart. Cassius ducks his head away shyly at the unusual nickname, but Lady either doesn't notice or is polite enough to pretend that she doesn't notice. Do you know what you want to drink, Rekutsko? Water is fine. Surprise me on the meal. You know my tastes. Very well. Be back in a bit. You're damn right you will, with my food that I'm not paying for. The lady saunters off, leaving Cassius and I alone. When I look over at him, he's already situated himself with the electrical outlet. I settle into my seat and try to come up with a good starter conversation. How's that there electricity? Oh, so awkward! Somebody hurt me! Oh! How are the electric currents changing, Cassius? What's up? Oh, they're electric-y? It's kinda, I chuckle at how lost for words he seems to be. I guess it'd be pretty hard to describe someone physically incapable of experiencing it. It's like, I assumed it's how eating feels. A bunch of energy flows into me and I feel fresher. It usually helps me focus more too. You can tell I'm running low off energy if I start zoning out. Was that an example or a real demonstration? It's like taking a shower on my Okay, this is getting a little fucked up for me, just so you know, buddy. I see. No, you do not see, sir. You cannot take a shower in the inside of your body. That would be crazy. Let's move on. Is what I say, but I feel like I understand it even less now. Object head anatomy will forever be an mystery to me. I could look at their biology up online, but somehow I'm scared to find the truth just like that. I mean, I'm scared to know the truth right now. It'd kill the suspense. Oh, the suspense is just terrible. Oh, shit! Oh, by the way, Cassius, I have a small present for you. A really, really, really small present. You know where I'm going with this? A really small present. A really, really small present. It's my dick. What? For me? What's the occasion? This just got super weird with some sex music, man. Let's chill down on the atmosphere a little bit more. The occasion is a friendship, obviously, and a bit of friendly concern. Blessy could use a good luck charm. What with the contest coming up soon? Ugh, don't remind me. I've been practicing until my keys and fingers are completely sore. I've got calluses on my calluses. That's gross. Sure enough, his rough fingers look more battered than usual. Some of the skin is raw and irritated, while the other spots are split or peeling. It's kind of gross, but not that much more than an athlete with bruises on their knees or an artist with graphite smeared across their face. Just part of the job. I mean, kinda. My fingers aren't that bad. I don't play guitar every single day, I guess. Here, pick a hand. Left? No, right. Then again, I think right is too obvious. Most people are right-handed, so I think it's their inclination to blurt right when given a choice. Although, since you're facing me, your hand is to my left. You're thinking way too hard about it, Cassius. I open both hands and show two small plastic bags in his direction. These are twisty ties. A bag of orange and a bag of purple. Orange to match a keyboard? Probably because I noticed you have a lot of purple cardigans and such. I mean, especially being that that's literally the only thing we've ever seen you with in the whole entire time we've been playing this game. It wasn't easy to find colored twisty ties. Most of them are white, so I ordered these ones online. You can use them to easily tie up your cable when you're not using it, and that way it doesn't get tangled, pulled, or stepped on. If you don't want or need them, though, I won't be offended. I was just thinking about how some people like to use colored rubber bands or scrunchies to put their hair up, so it seemed like a cute idea. He gathers the two bags in his hands, looking down at them without a word. I have to admit that it's times like these where I wish he had expressions I could gauge. I have only his arms and his voice to which to interpret his emotions, and if he's not talking and his hands are occupied, I'm completely left in the dark. Ah, fucking shit! What did I just do? This is terrible, absolutely terrible. He's embarrassed, and I'm embarrassed, and everyone's embarrassed. Fucking shit! A moment later, he looks up and a bouncy tune seeps softly from his speakers. It's slightly difficult to hear over the mixed noises of crowds in the juice box, but the song's high and bright. That's with the joint. He's playing a happy demo song. Yeah! That's what I wanted! This is really nice and thoughtful of you, Rekutsko. I've never got a present this nice before. I resist the urge to tell him that I didn't even spend an entire $10 on the order because I know monetary value doesn't dictate a gift's worth. But it still seems sad for someone to deem twisty ties as the nicest. I mean, it's the thought of it, though. Like, you thought so personally about him. It doesn't have anything to do with, like, the twisty ties being worth nothing. It's literally you giving him that and thinking so personally about him, you know? And again, mine didn't. But that's not it. That's not the thing, though. Thank you so much. Really, thank you. I think the stupid demo song already made it obvious, but this makes me super happy. Do you mind if I use one of these after I'm done charging here? They're yours, dude! And when they get all worn out, just let me know. I'll get you some more. No way! I don't deserve that. You deserve everything, because I love you. Says who? Says... Never mind. But, again, thank you from the bottom of my motherboard. I'll treasure these forever. Oh, it's so sweet. But I have to stop. I have to stop because I didn't want this one to be a super long episode. So, I am going to go ahead and stop here. Thank you guys very much for watching. I'm so freaking in love with this game. You have no idea. I really hope, developer, if you are watching this at all, please get a hold of me. I totally want to know what you have planned for this game. If you've still got stuff planned for this game, I would totally love to see it in fruition, and I will help in any way that I can to get this game made. At least to a point where I'm able to, like, share it with a bunch of people, which I'm doing right now, obviously. But anyways, enough of that. Thank you guys very much. I will see you in the next one. Please click that little icon on my face right below my face right here in order to subscribe to the channel to get these quicker to you as possible. And then the other videos somewhere around here, those are going to lead you to other videos that I have made. And I will see you guys later on. Peace out.